Greetings, everyone. This is First Centurion 753, starting the next episode of the Japanese faction Hearts of Iron campaign. In this series, we are not joining the Axis powers, at least not initially. Instead, we've puppeted China. We're setting up our own faction, and it is time to use one of our war goals to our advantage. This is a war goal we received through a national focus, and it looks like I can declare war, right? Yeah. Conquer focus, we're going to use that. We're going to call in the allies. I guess it doesn't matter because the faction puppets will automatically come in. And this will probably increase some global tension, but here we go. Yeah, it went up 30%. Yikes. Alright, Nationalist China has joined. Japan has declared war. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? First of all, we need to deal with these factories, and we're definitely going to go ahead and build another civilian factory because we need to boost our industry here. And the other thing I forgot to do was send in aircraft. What do we have here? Taiwan. We've got a lot of aircraft here in Taiwan. 288 airplanes. Close air support, tactical bombers, and fighters. Let's send in the close air support, the fighters, and the tactical bombers. We're going to move them to this base here, which can fit 400 aircraft, so we'll be fine. And let's go. From Taiwan. I don't know if I need to wait for them to arrive. I want them in South China. There we go. Close air support. They have their mission set. This should handle things pretty well. Okay. Now I've got motorized divisions, which I'm going to deploy south. They're going to be part of an advance into Indochina when that happens. I've got 2 Marine divisions, and it's going to be time. Oh, you know what? I wanted to make sure this has an end number, and I think that will just put a halt. These will be the last divisions produced in these lines. And when these lines stop, then we'll initiate our other lines of training. Okay, keep it going. What do we have here? I want to get these Marines deployed to the Pacific. Marshall Islands. I think this is where we're going. 2 Marine divisions deployed there. They are green divisions. We'll have to get them training. They're going to be part of the Pacific Island Army. And are these Pacific Islanders ready? Yes. So that would be 6 Marine divisions. That's kind of exactly what I wanted, actually. 6 Marine divisions for an invasion of the Gilbert Islands. And I may have to disperse them in different locations if supply can't manage everything, but we'll find out when they get there. Because what I would like to do is do a simultaneous invasion of all the Gilbert Islands and Nauru. Probably send like 2 divisions there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. That would be 5, and then 1 there. Simultaneous attacks. Be a little bit of an ocean blitzkrieg, so to speak. In the meantime, is China advancing? I don't see them doing anything. world tension is up to 30%. We're not going to advance world tension any further until we demand French Indochina. But of course, we're going to wait for that. They are now... Alright, our aircraft is now flying over southern China. And I'm pretty much just waiting for the Chinese to make their move. And I'm going to let them manage it. I don't really care. I don't want that province. But I want them to have it. In the meantime, let's see. What do we have here? 4 cavalry divisions. We are going to deploy these 4 cavalry to Palau. And they're going to constitute our New Guinea advance with additional mountain troops that we develop. Alright. Naval power. I wanted to combine these 2 fleets. The Home Islands. Japanese Fleet 1 and 2. Let's deploy them to the same location. Right here. And this will constitute a new fleet. We'll have 2 aircraft carriers, heavy cruiser. We'll probably deploy this fleet to the Pacific Islands while we use our other fleets here. I am thinking I'm going to deploy them to Taiwan. And they will be part of the advance into Indochina. Got some battleships, heavy cruisers. That should be good enough. Okay. I do have submarines in the Yellow Sea. Northern Sub Hunt. Northern Sub Pact. I probably should combine... Oh no, these are destroyers. I'm not going to concern myself with the destroyers just yet. East China Sub Fleet. There's 6 of them there. We got 2 submarine fleets in the Pacific Islands. Let's send one of the submarine fleets down here. And then they can operate in the South China Sea. And I will probably go ahead and send the other submarine fleet out to the Bismarck Islands. I think we can base them right there, probably. This group. Gilbert Islands. Very good. And the first battle has begun. Looks like the Chinese forces are winning. Very good. Well, are they still winning? No, this tie. Ah, they're winning. Let's speed things up. Get through this war quickly. In the meantime, I've got a lot of time till the next technology. Advanced torpedoes, we have about 23 days there. These 8 divisions, well, that's only 1 motorized division. I thought they had more on the way. Yeah, you guys, what happened? Did you get stalled? Units unable to move along that path? That's an issue. Why is that an issue? Is that a convoy issue? Alright, Chinese forces are advancing towards the Yunnan capital. Speed things up. We've already got our Marines here. Let's begin training. Gotta get these green troops up. 4 more divisions on their way. How's recruitment looking here? So I'm hoping these do halt. Okay, new factory production. Alright, so we're going to want another military factory. In Japan. Could drop one right there. Good spot. And let's take a look at our production lines. Actually, let's look at our inventory. Yeah, look at that. Nice. We have surpluses in every department. I think we'll need support equipment more than anything else at this point. So let's up production of support equipment. Ooh, that's going to hurt us with aluminum. Let's go ahead and do steel instead. We'll build up our infantry. Okay. We have a huge infantry surplus because that is going to be the most expended equipment. Chinese are continuing to advance. We have Japanese air support. Those are our divisions. And they are advancing towards the capital. In June of 1938, we now have politics. This is something I didn't look at before I started thinking I was going to play the game. Here we go. Prince of Terror, I don't want. Fascist demagogue. Nah, I don't have to worry about that. I'm not going to worry about political advisors. I am not going to be researching any tanks anytime soon. This is interesting. I was going to consider building some more aircraft carriers. I think I am building. Ooh, okay. Productions for capital ships, screening ship. This is, that's actually pretty cool. 25% reduction in production costs. That looks really good. And we can always change that later too. To this. I think I need this one. I'm probably going to do that. Let me just check everything else. Chief of the Army. I'm not division training time minus 10%. That's pretty good. We'll take those guys later. We'll take those guys later. Aircraft carrier sortie efficiency. A lot of stuff I think we can use later. And I think we should try to boost our naval production at this point and our naval research time by 10% and bring this guy in here. Coastal Defense Fleet. It really reduces the amount of range. And I'm going to have to remember to change this guy before the contests start, before World War II starts. So, this is risky, because I think I'm actually going to forget to change it. Alright, let's go ahead. And let's go ahead and take a look at some of the naval production lines here. That makes things a lot more interesting. Aluminum is a problem. Oh no, that's for aircraft. No problems for resources down here. We got a battle cruiser. We got convoys. We got destroyers. Carrier in 8 months. It's good. Should move to concentrate a little bit more on carriers. Battleships, okay. Battle cruisers. I think I'm okay with these numbers. We're not building any dockyards anytime soon. Yeah, my focus is more on the civilian factories and the military factories. I have not focused much on naval power, but I think those numbers should be able to hold our production lines. The Soviet Union looks like they have sent volunteers to defend against the nationalist Chinese advance. Interesting. I'm going to let China fight this one out on their own. We have it. We're offering air support, but that's it. Alright, advanced torpedoes. National focus has been changed. And we're going to go ahead and move towards super heavy battleships. That's the last ship model that we need before 1940. The Yamamoto battle class. These things were huge, apparently. I don't know if they give you the number. The Yamamoto class consisted of the heaviest battleships ever created, displacing 72,000 tons of water. The ships were designed to bring pride and might of the Japanese Navy under the Peace Goddess Plan. Each ship carried 9 460 millimeter naval guns, the largest naval artillery ever fitted on a warship. Oh, wait, I can't do that. We'll wait. As soon as we get a line available, we'll go ahead for that. And it looks like support equipment. As soon as that support equipment line is done, we'll have another one. The cool thing I miss about Hearts of Iron 2, which is the game that I'm familiar with, I didn't play 3 at all, but I played 2, is that there were like specific companies that you could contract out to do some of this research for you, and I thought that was cool. And there was other dynamics that were included with that, but I don't remember them all completely. So that's one thing in Hearts of Iron 4 that's been dropped from the game that I miss, and I think they should have included it. Also, the resource management is kind of fuzzy, I think, in this game. In Hearts of Iron 2, I remember that you needed oil to keep the tanks and the ships going, basically, which makes sense, and that's more, historically accurate. That's one of the reasons the Japanese were being halted, because that's one of the reasons why they ended up attacking the United States, because they needed the oil for their tanks and ships to continue to advance. And Japan was, or the United States was cutting them off from oil. So, and that's kind of crucial. And oil was crucial in the European theater too. Patton was always very concerned, if I remember, from watching the movie and writing a paper about him in college. He was always concerned with the amount of oil that he had, and the more oil equaled victories, basically, in his mind, because that could get the tanks moving. So that's a logistical element that is left out of this Hearts of Iron 4 version, which is somewhat disappointing. But still, overall, I think a great game, and I've had a lot of fun playing. And we are at about another 20 minutes here, and it looks like we're going to come to an end for this episode. It looks like the Chinese front has stalled. They grabbed a province there, but couple provinces, but now they've stalled. It looks like they've stalled in the face of these Russian volunteers. So, am I going to have to intervene? I don't know. I hope not. And is this southern? That is southern China. So, my aircraft should be supporting them, but it looks like we're going to have to wait. It looks like they're waiting. A lot of them are low on supply. Okay. Well, that's about 20 minutes. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next episode.